Good morning. How are you all doing? You okay? It is Monday again. It's the 25th of October. I honestly do not know where this month's gone. It feels like it was like last week when I was saying, oh, it's October. And here we are, almost at Halloween and the end of the month. So how are you doing today? You okay? Hope you've all had a lovely weekend. As usual, I'm very excited to be with you. Today's make is absolutely lovely. I'm so excited about it. We're going to be using gemstones again. So I think that's probably why I'm that little bit extra excited this morning. And there's a little bit of sparkling for you. So we're going to be making some beautiful rings. So I will take you over to the website very shortly and you will see just what bargains we have in store for you again today. There's a really good discount. So let me say good morning to you all. Good morning to Sharon. Hope you are well. And she says, good morning, Natalie and Creative Bead and Ears. Good morning, Edward. I'm good. I hope you are too. He says he hopes everybody else watching is good as well. Good morning to Gwen. Good morning to Janice. She's in Swansea this morning. Good morning, Sue. Good morning to you too, lovely lady. How are you doing, Lucy? Good morning, Charlotte. Good morning, Anne. She says, I hope I can watch it all today. It's not a very long make, Anne. I've done a few of the little beads and little kind of charms that we'll be using already. So it shouldn't take me too long, but it's going to be a really lovely, easy make. Good morning to Mina. Good morning to Robin. She says greetings to all. She gives you all a little wave. Good morning to Carol. She says, good morning, Natalie, and all our beading family. Sunny day here in Brixham. It's bright here. It's not raining, so that's a bonus. It looks a little bit cold though, but I've not been out, only to bring the bin back in from this morning. Good morning, Camille. She says, good morning, Natalie and everyone. Nice and bright here. So it looks like it's going to be a nice, bright day. Lucy says, these rings look interesting. They're beautiful. Should I just get straight to it and show you? I will take you down on the mat and then I will take you over to the website. So these are what we have for you today. Look at them. They are so pretty. Look. So we've got gorgeous rose quartz for you. Rose quartz is a beautiful pink stone. It represents love and friendship and kindness and harmony. So I just love the way they move. Some of them are a little bit big for me because I've varied the different type of ring shanks that we'll be using today. This one fits me perfect. This is the amethyst one, which is good to represent peace and healing. It relieves stress. It's good for communication. So I'll keep this one with me today, and hopefully the communication will be brilliant and you'll understand what you need to do to make it. I really do like amethyst. There's a little interesting fact about amethyst. It's called amethyst because I think in Greek it means intoxicate. So ancient Greeks used to make drinking vessels and things out of amethyst because they used to think it would stop you from getting a hangover, which I find quite amusing. We've got beautiful gold sheen obsidian. This one's one of my favorites. Let me just pop that on there for you. And you see we're mixing it in with some gorgeous crystals as well, just to give it that extra bit of sparkle for you this morning. So obsidian's good for clarity and strength. So again, the properties I'll be needing today. And we've got the gorgeous green adventurine as well, which is good for leadership and abundance and prosperity and creativity. So there's lots for you to choose from. You can see you all talking about which one you like. Mina says she has trouble finding rings that fit my fat fingers. These come in lots of different sizes. There's two different shanks, Mina. So you've got this beautiful one here, which has got a lovely pattern on it. and you've got the blank non-patterned versions as well, which is particularly lovely. In terms of size, the measurements are on the website, but I measured this one to be around an S, which is a size 9 in American terms. This one is an N, which is about a 7. So there will always be one that fits your finger, but again, on the website, they do adjustable ring bases, which should work for this one as well. So let me have a little look at the comments and what you're chatting about. Oh, Lucy's doing housework today. Housework today for me, got some motivation to get going. Go with it, Lucy, while you've got it. It's difficult to get going, isn't it? I've got so much housework to do and I just want to make instead. She does say she loves the green, but pink is my favourite. Really, Lucy? We didn't know. Rose quartz for you then. I mean, there's such a good offer on today. You could get both bundles and you could do a mix and a match. I think I'm showing you this without having my camera on, aren't I? Let me put you back down again. I think the green aventurine and the rose quartz would look beautiful together. So would the amethyst and the rose quartz as well. You could do a little mix there. So as you can see, the ring bases have got these 3 little hook loop type things on it, which is what we're going to be attaching them to. And all we're going to be using is our lovely little ball pins just to make little charms and then attach them onto the jump rings and onto this base here. So it's really straightforward. We're still having a chat about the lovely weather. Angela says it's sunny but cold in Grimsby and she hopes you're all well. Mina, I think, wants the pink one. Lucy's going to enjoy the live before she tackles the housework. I won't keep you too long then, Lucy. You've got an hour to have a little cuppa, watch along and then get busy. So I'm going to take you onto the website and I'm going to show you these absolute beauties and all the things that you can get. So let me click onto our video tutorials page. So we're on totallybeads.co.uk. Click on the video tutorials and you'll see here is the headpin ring. So the offers on for you today, you can choose your different ring bases. As I say, they come in various different sizes and they have 2 different finishes to choose from. So you can use the one with the beautiful patternation on it or the plain one if you prefer. They should be £1.50. They are down to £1.20, which is a bargain. And there's also a 3 for 2 offer on as well. So get these while you can. And then there's a very generous 20% off the bundles as well. So you can choose, as I say, from the amethyst, the gold obsidian, the green aventurine, or the rose quartz. Now, they are slightly different prices. There's 20% off all of them, but obviously gemstones are varied in terms of price because a lot of them are more sought after, more rare, and ultimately a little bit more expensive. But the bargain you are getting today, you're going to get a whole string of your rose quartz with everything else you need in for £8.80. What an absolute bargain. The amethyst is £10.80. If we have a little click in here, you can see what it is. So you're getting your 6mm gemstone beads. I think there's about 65 gemstone beads on that string, and you're also going to get your crystals included, and I think there is about 90 maybe on your crystals as well, so you're getting loads and loads in there. You're also going to get your ball pins in rhodium, which is going to match the ring that you choose, and you're also getting your 4mm jump rings as well. So all you have to do is decide what colour you like. It's that straightforward. So you can see there the pins that you will get in all of whichever colour you choose. It's going to be in the rhodium, so they'll match that base for you. That you can't see the gold sheen on this obsidian. It is really, really beautiful. So I am excited today. Look at them goodies. So let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. So Camille's got a very good point. She says to Lucy, housework's always going to be there. So just, I won't be. So enjoy me instead. Right, okay. I'm going to take you back down onto the mat and I'm going to show you just how easy it is. I'm going to do the pink. I'm going to do the rose quartz for you, Lucy. So I will move these out the way. So select your band. Which one do you want? Which ring shank do you want? I think we'll use this lovely patterned one here. It's a little bit large for me. Suppose it'd fit lovely on my thumb now. And as you can see, it's got a really nice movement to it because they're attached. They're really secure. We're going to be doing some wrapped loops with these. So they're not going to fall off. They're going to be really secure. They make a lovely noise. And the movement in them as you're moving your hand. I like to play with them. They're really, really pretty. Okay, so you are getting loads and loads on your strings. Let me get these out and show you. So I would say in each bundle, given the amount of, sorry, I've just wobbled my camera there, given the amount of crystals you're getting and gemstone beads, you will probably be able to make maybe about 5 rings out of these. You're only going to need a few of your jump rings, and I tend to probably use about 30 of the crystals and the gemstones mixed. And you can add as many of the crystals and more gemstones if you prefer. It's entirely up to you and preference. So I tend to add probably 3 charms onto each jump ring and 3 jump rings onto each little, what are we calling these? Base hooks? I don't know. So you can use more, you can make them even more full if you want, but I think given this amount just gives it a nice full look. Helen says, morning. Oh, I love these. I love these too. I've had an awful lot of fun making them. So all you're going to need to do is take your head pins out, your ball pins rather, and it doesn't matter. These are nice and soft, so they're really lovely to work with, but it doesn't matter if some of them have slightly bent out of shape. You won't be using much of it and you'll be curling that round anyway. So firstly, cut your strings of your gorgeous crystals and your beautiful gemstones. The quality of these gemstones are just beautiful. I'm so excited. I love working with them. You know I love working with them. And this size is perfect as well. Didn't quite cut that. Let me just thread that through. Okay. So you don't have to do them in any particular order. I do tend to place them where I will do maybe 2 crystals and 1 gemstone, and then 2 gemstones and 1 crystal, just to mix it up. But you can put these on in any order that you like. I just like a little bit of order in my life. So I always tend to notice I do put them together in little clusters. So you're going to take your little pin and you're going to pop on your crystal or your gemstone, and with your round nose pliers, I'm going to hold them maybe a millimetre away from that stone or your bead, and I'm just really easy going to pull that round and wrap that maybe 2 or 3 times. And as I say, they're soft enough to work with. You don't have to worry that your loop isn't straight. You can position it up if you want to, but it really doesn't matter. Then all you need to do is chop with your cutters that little bit of excess off. And then what I like to do, because it's going on a ring and I don't want it to catch on anything, I pop my loop back through my round nose pliers, and with my flat nose pliers, I just tuck that little end in. And that is how simple it is. So there's one. As I say, I usually use about 30 on each one, on each ring, but you can use as many or as little as you like. So we're just going to pop that onto the jump ring. As I say, it doesn't matter if there's any little kinks or bends in it, because we're not going to use much of it anyway. And it's lovely that it's nice and soft, because I can literally just wrap it round with my fingers with absolute ease. Give it a little trim. I always just hold on to the end of that tail just to make sure it doesn't fire off anywhere. And then where the end is, I'm just going to position it so I can just tuck that in. So there's no little bits poking out. And that makes these really secure. Often when you do a loop which isn't a wrapped loop, you can sometimes feel that they're not closed enough, and it might come loose. As you're wrapping this round, it means it's really secure and you're not going to lose them, which is great when you're using such lovely, high quality, maybe a little bit more expensive bead, or in this case, your gemstones. And I'm just tucking that down ever so slightly to get that little piece out the way. I've got that much on my mat, I don't think I'm quite focusing. You're having a little conversation there. I'm not too sure what you're talking about. Sarah says, hope you're okay. Been ages not seen alive. I don't know if you're talking to me there, Sarah, or someone else in the group. I'm fine. I think we're all okay, aren't we? There you go. Lucy shared the link. Oh, why, Lucy, thank you very much. She shared my page. That's my page there. So if you ever want to have a little look at some of the things that I'm doing, you are most welcome to. So you can, as I say, wrap that round 2-3 times. Really doesn't matter. I'm just filling in that little bit of space where I've pulled my loop down. And those wraps don't have to be particularly neat because you're not going to see them. Just giving it a little pinch, and that tends to neaten it up as well. Victoria says, please could someone say how many ring bases are in the kit? You can choose your rings, Victoria, extra, I think, because obviously they come in different sizes. I don't think we want to be putting the ring bases in the kit and then them not be the size that you want, or even if you want these patterned ones. So as far as I'm aware, do correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you choose the rings as an extra. So if you just wanted the one, they're reduced today to only £1.20, but there is a 3 for 2 offer on them as well. So they should have been £1.50. So you're getting your discount on there. So they're really, really simple to do. And as I say, these ball pins are soft enough for you to just do this with your finger, and I find it quicker to just place it in just above where I want. I'm not using the very end of my round nose pliers, just a little bit slightly up, because I don't want those loops to be too large, but where that space is, then I'm just wrapping it round. And as I say, I find it much quicker to do it with my finger. And as I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, I just want to tuck that in a little bit. Oh, Charlotte, thank you so much for the stars. How are you feeling? Are you feeling better, my love? You said last time we were on you weren't feeling too good, so I hope you're feeling better. If you don't want to use your fingers, so maybe you don't have, you don't need a lot of strength in your fingers, but you can always take your pliers and wrap it round that way if you prefer. It does the same job. I just find it a little bit quicker to use my fingers to wrap it because they don't have to then keep picking up and popping down my tools. There you go, just tucking that in. So did we all have a nice weekend? Did we get up to anything exciting? I don't really know what I did. What did we do? Went to the park yesterday. I've got quite a few birthdays coming up, so I needed to buy lots of birthday presents for nieces and Frank's friends. So we have a few birthday parties and things to attend over the next few weeks. I can't remember anything else that I did. It can't have been that exciting then, can it? It's just a nice, chilled, relaxing weekend of making little bits and bobs. Lucy says she played video games most of the weekend. Charlotte says she's feeling better, which is good. Okay, so all we're doing is making a little pile. Then you can see in the 10 or so minutes I've been chatting to you, I have started to accumulate quite a few. It is entirely up to you if you wanted to add more gemstones, less crystals, or you might want to get a little bit more out of your kit by using more crystals and less gemstone. It is entirely preference. Oh, Carol says she's had the family down for the week. Granddaughter loves beach combing, found quite a lot of pirate glass. She then made wire wrap pendants with it. Carol, that sounds like my absolute ideal weekend. Angela's been sorting out Christmas presents and wrapping them. Oh, you've got a head start on me. I have got the odd present, but not enough to start wrapping them yet. I like to have everything and then lay it all out in piles. So I'll be like, this is for mum, this is for this is for that. But beach combing, I want to go to like Whitby and places where you can find ammonite fossils and some natural treasures. You can find jet and things on the beach as well there. Everyone agrees that Angela is very organised. So, it's going to be on us before we know it, isn't it, really? As I said at the beginning of this video, I can't believe we are this far into October already. Really doesn't feel that long ago that I was excited that we just got into October, and now it's nearly gone. So having the ball pins, I mean, you could do this with head pins if you liked, but I think the ball pin just gives it that extra nice little finish. Sometimes if you're using head pins, especially on a ring like this, you don't want it to catch on anything underneath in the flat end of a head pin. You know, sometimes that can move a little bit more, but I think the ball pins just give it that extra little something special. And as I say, they're really soft and easy to use. So I'm just moving it slightly out the way, that little gemstone, so I can just tuck that in the little space we've got there at the bottom. And then it's not going to catch on anything. It's going to be very nice and secure. Does look nice and bright now. I may go in the garden and start collecting some of my leaves from the tree because there's so many of them. Have you noticed I've had my nails done? I'm actually looking a little bit more professional today. I've also had the really good excuse to say to my husband, can you do the dishes tonight? Because I want to have my nails okay for at least one live. I don't want to chip them. So far that's worked. I'm wondering how long I'll get away with not having to do that for. So I went for quite a neutral colour with a little bit of sparkle. We'll see how long they last. You'll have to check on Friday when you watch me and see if I've still got them or any chips. If I get one chip, I'll just sit and peel them all off. Okay, I'm going to do a few more of these and then I'm going to start attaching them onto my jump rings and my ring base. So I tend to use around 30, but you can use more, you can do less, and as I say, you don't have to have 15 of the gemstones and 15 of the crystals. It's nice sometimes to not think about what you're picking up, and this is something that you can, sit and make a few of while you're multitasking, if you're watching something else. Got quite a lot of Strictly to catch up on. So I might sit and watch that while making these up. Lucy says she's no good with nail polish. Put it on and then chew it off again within an hour. See, this is it. It's this is shellac, so if a bit of it peels, I do quite like peeling it off, which you really shouldn't do because it can weaken your nail and you should really be soaking it off, but it just doesn't feel as fun to do. So I've got quite a lot of gemstones and not as many crystals, so I might do a few more of my crystals before we start attaching them. I'm not sure how many ball pins you get in your pack. Maybe 75? I don't know. You're going to have more than enough anyway. I don't feel like I've used a full pack yet. And I've made up quite a few. Oh, Mina, I hope your family's okay, my love. There's still lots of horrible things floating about at the moment, isn't it? I also think it's the time of year we're changing the seasons and things, and because we've all been in lockdown and isolated from each other for so long, I think our immune systems are a little bit weakened and taking a bit of a hit. I find these so fun to do. Don't have to have much thought involved. And how pretty are these little crystals. Can you see the shimmer on this? Will this focus? Look at that. So they're faceted and they're just going to catch the light and just really emphasize, I think, the gemstones that you've got there as well. Okay, I'm just going to do a few more and then we'll start attaching them. So I'm not that fussed if my loops are sitting particularly close together. They're not particularly messy, but you don't have to spend much time making these neat and perfect because you really won't see them when they're on your ring. Lucy, do you want me to sit here all day making these so you don't have to go and do any housework? And then you can just blame me. You can say, I watched Natalie for 3 hours just making little wrap loop charms. These would actually make really sweet earrings, I think, as well. You could do a little cluster of them together and have them like little danglies. And then you could have a matching pair of earrings to go with your ring. Lucy says, yes, please. And Angela also thinks it's a good idea. We could just have a chat, couldn't we? Okay. So you get the idea with that. It's really straightforward. All you need to do is take your lovely little ball pin, pop on your gemstone or your crystal, hold it a tiny little bit away from the top of your stone, using towards the bottom of your round nose pliers. Pull that round, give it a couple of little wraps, trim off your excess, and then I only pop it back in here just so it's easy to position and hold while I give that a little tuck in. And you are done. So let's see if I've got enough. I've done a few already. Otherwise, I thought you're going to be sitting watching me all morning, which I now know you don't mind doing. So we'll see. I might need to make up a couple more. Let me just move those lovely little ball pins out the way. So I've definitely got more gemstones here than I've got crystals, but that's okay. I tend to group them. So I'll do 2 gemstones in a crystal, 2 crystals in a gemstone, but it doesn't matter. You can pick them up as at random if you like. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my teeny tiny lovely little jump rings and I'm going to open one up. So I'm going to hold it with my 2 sets of pliers and give that a twist to open it. I'm then going to attach, you can put as many on as you want. I tend to find 3 fits quite nicely, and you're just going to pop them onto your jump ring, and then I'm going to attach it onto my ring base. Now this is sometimes the tricky bit, getting it into position, especially when you are trying to hold it under a camera. Oh, and that might happen. No problem, I'll do it again. I've only lost one, I think, there. I can see it on the floor. So pop them on. I'm going to hold it. Now I am just using the very tip of my pliers once I've already opened it, just to hold it together. And then I'm going to close it over. Let's see how easy this is. I like it right in front of my face, you see, and I'm struggling to do that under the camera. I just want to make sure I'm closing that jump ring. I can feel those rubbing together, so I know that's closed. And there you go, you've got one on already. Now you can work whichever way you want putting these on. You could start off in the middle and then do the outsides. You could do the outsides and work around. It's really up to you in terms of preference. They are straightforward usually to go on. As I say, I'm probably going to struggle a little bit more today because I'm trying to hold it under the camera and not right in front of my nose so I can see what I'm doing. You might find when you get into the middle, the other stones get in the way a bit, so that's why I wouldn't do the middle one last. I'd always go from one side to the next or start with the middle one. And I usually get about 3, maybe 4, but usually 3 of my jump rings with charms on each of those little points. There you go. That's 2. And I'm just picking these up at random. It really doesn't matter how you put them on because they're all going to move about anyway. Okay, sorry, I'm not in shot there, am I? So I'm just gripping the sides of that jump ring and closing that up. So you can see there is still a little bit of space. I could probably pop another one on. So let's try that. Just reading your comments. I'm not OCD, Lucy. I'm a bit particular about certain things. I find it difficult to pick up beads at random. I do often like to have kind of like an order with things. Right, just going to try and close that one up. So there you go. I've got 4 little jump rings with 3 charms on each on that end one, and I'm going to leave it as that. You can see how full that's looking already, and I've still got another 2 to do. Does anybody have any questions? Has anybody made a ring like this before? When I've made gemstone rings in the past, I've shown you them, we've done a tutorial on one, haven't we? I tend to use the bead and then just wrap around it, make myself a little weaved shank, but I really like having these ring bases. It means you can get a unique and personalised, because you can pick what gemstones and colours you're after, and you don't have to worry about making. I always find making rings for other people is the hardest, because of the sizing. I do have a design which is an adjustable one, but it's the one thing that probably causes me most stress to make. These have been an absolute joy because I've not had to worry about the ring shank and the base. I've literally just been happily making little loops. So let's see if will I get another one on there? I will. Will I be able to see what I'm doing to close it up and get my pliers in? I will. There you go. So one more left to do. Get some more jump rings out. And then I'm going to show you the different colours of the beautiful crystals that you're getting in these kits to match your gorgeous gemstones. So I actually wasn't sure whether I'd have enough. I think I'm going to have plenty. I'm going to have enough to make a pair of earrings as well. Just giving that a little wiggle to make sure it's closed properly. If I feel there's a tiny gap, I'm going to take it up past the point and back again, just to make sure that's nice and closed. So don't want that to open up. There you go. You can feel them rubbing together. So I'm opening up my jump ring. I'm either moving it away or towards me, so I'm not distorting that shape. I'm adding 3 of my little wrap loop charms on, and then popping that through the ring. Gets a little more tricky the more that's on there, just to see what you're doing. Let go of it now. So where have I put it? There it is. And then closing that back up. And I think I'm going to add one more onto that. I like to open these nice and wide, and that way I can definitely get them through that little loop on the ring. Oh. Try that one again. Apologise if I've not been talking too much. I've been concentrating. Okay, I think that's looking beautiful, and I'm going to leave it as that. So as you can see, it becomes really full. Let me move these out of the way so we can get a bit of focus on this. It becomes really full, really quick. They're really easy to do. That's taken me, I don't know, 40 minutes. I did cheat, I did do a few extra charms, but I've not used them all. There you go. Can you hear that? Victoria says, how many on average beads do the jump rings take? Let's have a practice. I would say I use 3 because I want to make sure I can get them through the loop and I can see. Well, let's see if we can fit 4 on or whatever. These size jump rings are ideal. You don't want too larger ones. So I've got 1. So you tend to find that your pliers get in the way. So I'm just going to hold with the very tip. Now I've already opened it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. You might get some more in, but I want to make sure I can close that up quite easily. So maybe 4, Victoria. You'd probably get 5. But just to give you that ease, I've just done it with 3. You can add more if you like, but I think that looks pretty full. Have I missed any other questions? He said that. Judith says, I've got fat fingers, so I'm glad to see the large size rings. They are beautiful quality. I think a lot of us struggle to know what size ring we are, don't we? Especially after lockdown. For something like this, because I find it quite a statement ring, I like to wear it on my middle finger. But you don't have to. You could wear it on a ring finger. It fits quite nice there, actually. But I like it to take center stage, so I tend to pop it right in the middle on show. Is that focusing okay? Okay, let me show you the beautiful crystals that you get with the gemstones. So you've seen with the rose quartz, you're getting these gorgeous shimmery pink ones. You've seen those. With your gold sheen obsidian, I need to try and see if this can pick it up. Let's get this out of the way. Can you see the gold sheen on these? Can you see that? They're so pretty. Oh, Victoria's already ordered some. And just to kind of emphasize that gold sheen, these crystals are stunning. There's a gold coating on them, but there's also a kind of like a silvery part in the actual crystal itself. So if I put these together, come on crystals, stay on the string. You can see what I've been using already. That's just going to bring out, oh, where have I gone? There I am. That's just going to bring out and emphasize the gold sheen in that obsidian. And I think they are paired beautifully. Charlotte says she's got all of them. They're so pretty. Charlotte, for the offer that's on today, I mean, gemstones are expensive because of what they are. They are a beautiful natural material that is made by the earth. So for the price of these aren't expensive. The quality of what you're getting. Look at the green aventurine with those green sparkles. They are so beautiful. Gold obsidian isn't something I often see, Judith. I see obsidian, but very rarely with the gold sheen. So you are getting an absolute Literally, you're getting a gem there. Look at them. I had so much fun putting these together. And look with the amethyst. Again, I know the light is not picking up the colour of these amethysts properly. They are the most beautiful purple colour. And you know I can never decide which I like most. Today I definitely can't decide which I like most. I love them all. So I'm going to take you quickly back onto the website. I'm going to show you these because you don't want to miss out on these. You really don't want to miss out. Go on to totallybeads.co.uk. Go into today's live tutorial of Headpin Ring. It is 3 for 2 on your ring bases. They are a bargain, £1.20 if you want to buy them individually. I think you're going to be able to make up around 5 rings if you put 3 charms on each one. You're going to be able to choose between your amethyst, which is only £10.80, your gold obsidian, which again, as I say, I find is quite a rare gemstone to find. That's only £10.40. Your green aventurine is £8.64, and your rose quartz is £8.80. You're getting a really good 20% off there. When you go in, you are getting everything you need for the ring. You can choose your ring base, but you're getting your 6mm gemstone beads. You're getting your large string of crystal Rondelle beads. You're getting your ball pins, and you're getting your jump rings. So, I mean, what did we say? If you can, you're going to add your rings to them. Say if you wanted to buy, well, what we got, 2 for 3, how much you're going to be able to get out of those kits for that price is an absolute bargain. Let me stop sharing the screen. How much would you pay for one of these? I love them. I would definitely, I won't put them all on. I won't put them all on. I just love them. I love the noise they make as well. So they are our beautiful headpin rings for you today. I hope you're as excited as I've been about them. Get onto the website, get them before they go. Otherwise, I'm going to get them all and I'll be really disappointed. So yeah, go get those rings. So thank you so much for joining me today. What are we doing on Friday? Do you want a sneak peek? Question, how you doing earrings, please? How am I doing earrings? Well, I would, Mina, let me pop you quickly back down on the mat. I would probably, have I got an earring base there? I do. They're not in the rhodium, they're in silver, so bear with me on this one. Because obviously I would like the finishes to completely match. But I would probably, I mean, you could literally just attach them straight on to your earring hook, but I would probably get myself a little jump ring. I would open up the jump ring. I would pop my charms on, because you know we've tucked these little ends in, haven't we? So they're not going to catch on anything. They're not going to tangle in your hair. I would, yeah, I'd probably put about 3 on them. I would close them up, and I would just pop them straight on. You could actually do a few of these, or maybe even put them onto a larger head pin, and I'd just do sweet little dangles like that. That's what I'd do with the Mina. And you know, I'd probably get myself more than one kit, and I'd probably do a little bit of a mix as well, Mina. And I'd add a bit of the green aventurine into that. I just think they're really sweet. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be making earrings out of them. What else have I missed? Let me turn me up. They look nice. The green looks beautiful. Gold obsidian in my stash. It's beautiful. What are we doing Friday? Sneak peek, please. How about a bracelet using these, Victoria says. Good shout, Victoria. Yeah, they'd be really nice. You know, you could just use your little head pins, your jump rings, just to loop them together. That'd be lovely. And then they'd jingle. Well, you can do that. You can do whatever ever you want. Elaine, earrings would be nice with a short chain. Yeah, you could just have a little, like a pendant, just pop it on like that. You could have a full set. I mean, you're getting that much in your kit. Why not? Um, Cute earrings, says Charlotte. So what are we doing on Friday? Maybe you could make yourself one of these necklaces and bracelets too. I can't begin to explain how excited I am about the colours of these. So we are making beautiful necklaces. This is just 2 of the colour options. I can't remember how many there was. 9 maybe? I don't know. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? And you're going to have that much stuff of beautiful beads and crystals. You're also going to be able to make yourself up a bracelet and a matching pair of earrings. So on Friday, we're going the full set. We're going all out. The only thing we're missing on Friday will be a ring. Now, there's no reason why you can't get one of these and make a ring with it too. Or you could, ooh, the green one would look lovely with the green adventuring ring. So that's what we're doing on Friday. I'm very excited about that as well. So please come and join me on Friday. They are really easy to make. They look quite complicated. They're not. It is a project that you will need to be making lots and lots of little charms up, which is really nice to just dip in and out of. As I say, if you're just sitting on the couch of an evening, watching Strictly or whatever it is you're watching, and just make a few of them before we can put them all together. So please come back to Friday and see what we're doing then. I hope you have a very lovely week. Share these in the group. Buy them, make them, show me what you've done. And I will look forward to seeing all your creations then. So have a lovely week, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. Lots of love and light to you, and I will see you soon. Bye.